Hello, my name's Carl Wade from R2M Limited. I'm going to be talking to you today regarding the Hawle System2000 range of end restraint fittings. These are one-piece fitting that are specifically designed to join PE, SDR11 and SDR17 in particular, and MO PVC pipes. One of the biggest benefits of these fittings is that they're very, very simple to install. Because they're a one-piece fitting, you're going to be carrying less weight on the vans, you're going to be carrying less items in the stores, which we'll come on to in a little bit more detail shortly, and it's just one order to order them. One of the most popular fittings that we have within the range is the Hawle System2000 end cap, which I've got an example of here. These are stocked by numerous UK water companies already, probably Severn Trent being the biggest user of these. These are available up to 315mm diameter, either blanked off or with various BSPs. This particular one has a 2-inch BSP. So how does this benefit you as a user? Basically, instead of testing your PE by welding on a stub flange assembly via butt fusion or electrofusion, for which obviously you need the appropriate machines for that, you need clean conditions, you also need a generator to run it. And when you do chop that off, at some point that stub flange eventually becomes redundant as it gets shorter and shorter. So no need for all that. Simply use this one-piece fitting, which you can use again and again. Hawle actually guarantee the gripper ring for these up to 50 uses at each size. However, I happen to know that there's contracts in the UK that have used these hundreds of times and have never actually replaced the gripper ring, which just shows you how good the fittings are. There simply isn't an easier way for pressure testing a pipeline, in my opinion. Moving on to some of the bigger and wider benefits of these fittings. From an installation point of view, you can probably see that there's some black plastic washers here, which are on the 4 bolts. This is one of the very few fittings where we say you don't actually have to use a torque wrench. It's so simple. As long as you evenly tighten that up and squash those plastic washers, that's the joint made. It's as simple as that. But some of the bigger benefits are actually the fact that to replicate that as a mechanical fitting, most designers and water companies and contractors would typically now use, in this case, a 45-degree flange ductile iron bend, which would have to be bolted to 2 end restraint flange adapters suitable for a PE and MO PVC. So effectively, you've got 5 items when we can do that with one. So that's 5 items to order, 5 items to store, 5 items to have in your van. So it's heavier weight on the vans as well. And we can simplify the whole process and take that whole operational time down and just put in one fitting, nice and simple, which probably take a couple of minutes at these sizes to put in. One of the other important things that we're always keen to show when we do the R2M road shows throughout the UK, which we've been doing now for over 2 years, is to show just how high you can pressure test these fittings to. So we take pressure test equipment to water company sites, etc. We'll show you a pressure test up to 30 bar, so well beyond the normal working pressure parameters of these fittings. And that's one of the reasons why we've put these fittings forward now for Type 1 approval testing. In terms of the range of fittings that's available, there's a complete suite of fittings within the Hawle System2000. So for the end user, like South West Water is a great example. South West Water pretty much use all of the fittings that I'm going to mention now. So you've got couplings and flange adapters. The couplings and flange adapters are available now up to 630mm diameter. You've got valves as an end restraint valve, which is available up to 350mm diameter. The end caps that I was mentioning earlier, up to 315, and then a range of bends and tees and duck foot bends up to 315 diameter as well. The duck foot bends, I'll just add a caveat, are available up to 160mm diameter. So, in my view, there is not a more complete and simple system for providing end restraint where you need to do mechanical joints on PE and MO PVC pipes.